Is it working? It's working. Yay! Y'all, this was very challenging. My computer had to restart a bunch of things. For the first time, I was trying to like cross stream to Twitch and YouTube, and that was way harder to set up than I thought it would be. And it's also streaming in vertical for the first time, too, where like on Twitch it's just normal, but now, like if you were to go to YouTube, it's also doing a vertical format where like right now this is like how wide the thing is and the chat is directly here. It's different. But yes, I did try turning it off again. Did you have two Alex running and not reach them? You have no idea. It's, you know, growing pains. We figure things out. It shows two streams on YouTube. Wait, is it because one is vertical and one is horizontal? That might be why. Okay, now I know. I won't do that next time. I've learned my lesson, I hope. I don't even actually know. Okay, so great. So it's one is vertical, one is horizontal. Okay. It's okay. I guess I don't do it next time. I have learned. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What the heck is that? Oh, I think that is someone subscribing. But it's showing it. Oh, it's showing it from YouTube. What a weird thing. Yeah, you know, it's a learning experience. We are figuring it out. I admit I stopped paying for Streamlabs because Streamlabs OBS because it was cool, but I didn't need like all the bells and whistles it offered. But multiple people have asked, "Hey, can you stream on both Twitch and YouTube?" And eventually I was just like, "Yeah, you know, I should. That might be good to just like go this way." You were notified of this event on Twitch? Nice. Great. But anyway, as a result, I'm still like learning what everything means. And one of the main things it told me to do was to try streaming in both horizontal and vertical. It is good to stream on both, I think. Yeah. But I don't think I need, like y'all said, I don't think I need vertical on YouTube. But maybe I could use that to stream. Where else? Where do people watch it? TikTok? I could do this on TikTok. But anyway, I'm learning. I'm figuring things out. But anyway, how y'all doing? What are you working on? Stream on Snapchat? I didn't Snapchat just lay off a bunch of people? I don't use Instagram. Vine would be nice. If Vine were back, I would totally use Vine. What a shame. I was thinking about using this time to draft a blog post, but I'm kind of afraid to share my screen across a vertical situation. But yeah. Have you seen Divine? I have. Have you? Is it good? Have you tried it? I have not. I'm not. I don't know if I can commit to another one right now. I'm tired. There's so many platforms and so many things. Can we vibe code our own streaming service? Sure. Use Mux to handle like video stuff. It's one of those things where like we totally can, but do you really want to maintain that? Because I don't. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but it has the classics. That's fun. Fun fact, you know how I just mentioned Mux, like the video platform? Speaking of Vine and speaking of Mux, thank you so much for the sub. How long will you be streaming? I'm going to try to stream for about an hour. I started way later today. I was hoping to start solidly an hour ago, but my computer was fighting me, so we'll see how this goes. But, you know the very popular Vine, I'm prefacing it with this because I wouldn't actually... Yeah, anyway, I'm quoting it, where it was just like two friends sitting 6 feet, or two friends in a hot tub sitting 6 feet apart because they're not gay, like that meme on Vine. That the guys in the hot tub are actually the Mux co-founders. Like in real life, that is actually them. Isn't that funny? Um, I literally had a meeting with one of the Mux co-founders at some point, and Vine suddenly came up, and someone like had quoted that one for whatever reason, and he was just like, "That was me." We're like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, no, I was one of the guys in the hot tub," and that video really did make it seem silly. We were like hanging out before, and then we got tired and kind of just spread out in the hot tub. But now people think that we were just avoiding each other, but we were playing games. And like he was totally just like sheepish about it. He was like, I still have the swim trunks from that actual moment in the hot tub. And anyway, I thought that was very funny. Did I go offline? Oh, sorry, my Twitch just restarted. That was weird. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I'm still here. Yeah, sorry. No, my browser restarted, and I'm like, I have a monitor on the side where I just kind of make sure that things work, and then it broke. But anyway, I thought that was funny. That he is a very famous meme, but you would never know until you actually talk to him. Let's see. I've had so many things where people just need me to click buttons, and I don't mind clicking a button. I'll do it for work things whenever, but they're just like, hey, can you click this button because this person's panicking that you won't click the button. I'm like, y'all, I will click the button. Chill. But yeah. I'm closing some windows so I can focus. Okay. You need help for a review on a website that you created. What is the website? I could maybe be tempted. I'm nervous about just accepting a website link from a stranger, but I could review a website. Post a link. Let me see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to share my screen until I quickly eyeball it and have some mods do a quick scan. Okay, let's see. Cohortbox.com. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on my screen and look at this. Okay, my very first thought, I'm not signing into this. It says need a new account. So when you first go, it goes straight to login instead of to sign up. I don't know what Cohort Box is. And so I'm not going to log in if I don't know what it is. And so it first of all should probably default to sign up rather than log in. And so if I click to need a new account, great, now I do this. This seems sketchy. It says at least 8 characters instead of at space least 8 characters for the password. Sadly, this is one of those things where because you are here in the chat, I'm telling you this lovingly, I have no desire in signing up for something like this. I don't know what you're going to do with my email or password. There's no privacy policy here, and I don't actually know what this service is. So this is a very brief website review for you, but those are my initial thoughts. That being said, let me go to... Oh, I wanted to show actually really quick. Have you all heard of Tiny Tool Town? Speaking of just like things that people have made. So Tiny Tool Town is this platform for just showcasing small open source tools for people that are like for solo people. My tool right here is Fancy Gist. But yeah, like simple, icon file maker. I might actually use that one. Classifying bank transactions, stuff like that. And because it's open source, there's a bunch of automations so you can submit your own and it'll help you like make it look good on the homepage. One of our teammates at GitHub and Microsoft made it, Scott Hanselman, and it's kind of fun. Yeah, it's a cool little website. And Fancy Gist is my tool, or it's, long story short, a markdown editor, but it has GitHub Gists as the backend for everything. And so what I was thinking I might do, I can favorite things. Am I logged in or is that just local storage? Yeah, I think that's local storage. Anyway, I want to use Fancy Just right now to start drafting a blog post because earlier on on my work stream, which every Thursday I stream both on work and personals, and work is earlier in the day, I made a tool that I was actually pretty excited about. And let me pull it up really quick. And I'll do some zooming. It's so small, but it's fun. It's an emoji list generator, where in this emoji list, this is actually like straight up me dog fooding it, but it turns a bulleted markdown list into an emoji powered list, and it's a cute little thing. Then let's see. What is Tiny Tool Town? Oh yeah, no, it's cool there. You should submit your tools for sure. They don't have to be AI tools. It's just like tiny personal tools. It's a cute little thing. But anyway, it makes these emojis, and I showed it to my team after the stream earlier today, and they were just like, "Hey, this is great. Can you write a blog post right now?" So I'm going to write a blog post right now. Also, one second. What's going on here? Oh, look at this. Because I'm streaming on YouTube, for some reason it moved my face below the thing so you could hear my voice but not see my face, which is okay. I still gotta figure stuff out. That's fine. Okay, anyway, I am going to start drafting this blog post. I'm going to copy this URL right here. Hello, Mechanic End. Yeah, it's okay. I'll figure things out. Let's see. I'm going to call it just building emoji list. I want to like they're going to SEOify my they're going to SEOify my title. I don't care. They're going to want to have like all the juice of saying like we used Claude Opus 4.7 and stuff. I'm just going to let that be the title, and I'm going to name this doc. I'm just going to say emoji list build log.md. We'll say that. Yeah. Public. Yeah, I'll keep this post private for now. But if you want to see it live, quote unquote, I'll put this URL in the chat, and as I save it, you can refresh. Okay, let's see. I'm going to say my like blog post writing should probably be way more structured, but it is very stream of conscious. And then like after I write all the words, I do a bunch of editing, and so you're going to see some very live processing and thinking. Let's see. Okay, every week the GitHub team runs a stream called Rubber Duck Thursdays, where we build projects live. Descriptively called emoji list generator. Yeah. I tend to add a lot of snark in my posts early, and then the team pulls me back, but that's okay. See accounts post things like gonna get rid of that second one. I'm overthinking. Let's see, we're using Copilot. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dog food my own project. So 1 second, let me switch to emoji list generator. So the way this project works, isn't that normal? I thought that's normal. Oh, being descriptive with names? I like being descriptive with names, but we could probably have something better. But anyway, if you do bun start in this repo, and it also can map it to your path, you can paste in your bullet points, run a command. It then, like, oh, the chat is kind of hiding it, but it says it's asking Copilot for your perfect emojis. And then look at that. It copies that list, and now I can move on with my life. So 1 second, let me do that. No, I shouldn't say thinking is hard. Melanie, thank you so much for the sub. As you see me writing, when you see me being somewhat snarky, and I assume you are all multitasking as you're listening to this, do you think it's silly, like too silly, when I do posts like this, where I'm like, this move has to break things world. I have projects to build, repos to vibe, PRs to merge. I can't be thinking about emojis. Like if I say things like that, do you think it's fun? Or are you like, there she goes again? Because I think it's fun, but that's because it's my personality. So I'm curious to hear what you think. Like, if you see this in a blog post, do you like it? I feel like we need more. Yeah, I get that it's very Cassidy. I feel like we need more personality in blog posts in the world, especially when there's so much just AI slop out there. But at the same time, I often wonder if it's too much. So anyway, thank you for validating me. When I read the info, I need to be 100% to the point, or I'm just like, get to the point. Yeah, true. I try not to overdo it so much that it's skipping that. So anyway, this is me addressing a problem, and thus on the stream, we built an emoji list generator that, let's see. Let's see, actually I'm going to copy that. Let's see, we built an emoji list generator, that, and then I'm going to do yet another list. The one problem with said emoji list generator is it doesn't add line breaks by default. I might need to add that, I think. Recipe sites and stories, you're right. You're right. I basically do that with technical tutorials. Yeah, we can have personalities and 100% to the point. Thanks, yeah. Let's see. We built an emoji list generator that okay. I feel like I'm kind of re-saying what I just did in that description, but that's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna keep doing it. Did you know that if you add 2 spaces at the end of a line in Markdown, it creates a new line? So I didn't like that it wasn't creating new lines, but we don't have to worry about that because then when I look at the preview, check it out. We got new lines there. Woo! Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Is that Clippy? What emoji is that? Hang on. I'm copying. Do you see what I'm seeing? Is there a Clippy emoji? Is that just on Windows? Where did that come from? Is that, hang on. Oh, it's just a paperclip, but on Windows it looks like Clippy. Wow, that's fun. That's cute. Yeah, so I can, yeah, I'm pasting it right here in the chat, but the new lines don't work. But wow, I didn't know that the paperclip emoji is Clippy on Windows. That's adorable. Wow, I fully was just like, is this AI psychosis? Anyway. My headings aren't very like SEO-y. Those are going to be rewritten, but that's okay. Let's see how we built it. And once again, if you have that fancy just link from before in the chat, it is live updating. Let's see. I've also noticed as I'm writing in the chat here, it's not going to YouTube chat, which is interesting, but that's okay. Figure it out. Anyway. Twitch decides to replace it anyway. Ah, what a shame. That's okay. In my like streaming software, it shows the eyeballs. Anyway. So let's see. Let me copy from my README. Oh, here's the thing. I'm using the Octocat emoji on GitHub because it renders on GitHub, but it doesn't render on other things. So should I do a robot? I should probably do a robot. Robot. There we go. Okay, we're doing... Ooh, that's actually a bug in Fancy Gist. I should be able to highlight a word and then add this wrapper character. If anybody wants to implement that, Fancy Gist is open source. You can go to fancygist.com And then this link says star the repo, and that's how you get to it. But actually, let me just copy the link and I'll paste it here. You can feel free to make a PR, because that's something that will bug me. Let's see. Okay. Cool technologies for this project. Doobie-doo-boo, doobie-doo-boo, doobie-doo-boo. All right. Okay, we used a few cool technologies for this project. To start the project off, we ran plan mode in the GitHub Copilot CLI. If you want to build something like this yourself, should this be a tutorial or should it just be a build log? Because I could give like really step by step, or I could just say like this is how it's built. Build log, yeah. I'm not gonna do if you want to build this yourself. They really like tutorials. It's okay. It's okay. We ran plan mode in the GitHub Copilot CLI. Let's see. In plan mode, we wrote, and actually, I don't know if I saved the plan. And so you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go to the old stream. This is going to be janky. I'm going to go to the old stream and I'm going to read it out loud. I'm going to, let's see. That was on open source. No, that was Rubber Duck Fridays. Don't listen to my voice. Okay. Let me go to that part of the video. I talk a lot about the changelog, yada yada yada. Plan mode. Is this too far in? Okay, this is the plan. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read this out loud, and then I'm going to use voice to text to put that in the document. Okay, that's so silly. All right. Although I could probably use PowerToys to pull the text from it, right? Building it is an exercise for the student, yeah. Okay, let's see. I haven't actually done this during the stream before. I don't actually know if it'll work, but we'll find out. Oh no, oh no, panic, panic. Okay, sorry, the video kept going. I thought it was paused. Oh my god, that's really funny. Okay, I'm so tired. Okay. Great. Okay, now it's paused. Now I'm going to try this again, where it is not just putting... Oh no, there. Inception music, yeah, exactly. In plan mode, we wrote, I want to create an AI-powered markdown emoji list generator, where, in this CLI app, if I paste in or write in some bullet points, it will replace those bullet points with relevant emojis to the given point in that list and copies it to my clipboard. I'd like it to use GitHub Copilot SDK for the AI juiciness. Okay. I'm gonna add formatting where it doesn't really matter, but humans are going to be reading this. Okay, let's see. Paste in or write in some bullet points. We'll replace those bullet points with relevant emojis, a given point in that list, and copies it to my clipboard. Okay. I typically, ooh, it didn't capitalize the H. Come on, Microsoft. That's like the built-in operating system one. I typically like using Handy for dictation. Handy is an open source dictation software that's really nice and free. It's handy.computer. It's very cute and fun, but it does not work when I live stream, and I have learned that the hard way. But it's a nice software. This Windows-based one is my backup. But what I like about it is because it uses it uses like more modern local models. You can say like, these are some keywords that I will say regularly, where luckily it actually spelled GitHub correctly, even though it got the capitalization wrong. A lot of speech to text things say like GetHub, like GET space hub, whenever I say GitHub. And so like with Handy, you could say whenever I say GitHub, capitalize the H, or whenever I say Blarfingard, it will like spell it correctly depending on how I spell it in there. That was me saying words. Why not make one using Whisper? It's way more accurate and local. Handy actually does use Whisper. It uses a bunch of models. Actually, if I open it, let's see. Can I zoom in and show this to you? I can't zoom in. Let's see. I know there's, yeah, so currently I'm using Whisper, but you can choose different models. And I don't remember where you choose the different models, but oh yeah, you can unload different models and pick them. And yeah, one of my custom words that's just super tiny and you can't see is GitHub with the capital H. And you can also have it save recordings of your voice too, which is just like an added bonus. Anyway, okay, so in plan mode, we wrote, I want to do the da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and I have AI dash power. In plan mode, using Claude Sonnet 4.6, we wrote da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So one of the things at work is they really care that we show that you could use multiple models in the CLI, and so that is why I'm emphasizing that. After that, we implemented the plan using Claude Opus 4.7, which was just released today. Let me do github.blog/changelog. There we go, copying that. They're gonna like that link. I'm going to plan using Claude Opus 4.7. Or let's see, I should say that Copilot asked me a bunch of clarifying questions, for example, around the tech stack and what libraries we should use. Oh wait, let me do shout out to Gabor. Let me do jaworski.dev. Is that your website? .com? What is your website? I did spell it right correctly. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, .co.uk. I should have known that. Okay. Sorry about that. I always try to credit as many external. Oh, that is not it. That is the sound effects one. Open TUI. I always try to credit external devs, and it's like hit or miss 50-50 if they include that, but I'll try to give you that shout out. And from there, we had a fully thought out plan .md file for me to review and use. I'm going to take out that transition word. We implemented the plan using Claude Opus 4.7. Let me look at how this looks. Sometimes I like to just look at view mode to be like, is this sounding like it's making sense? Yeah, it does. It does. TXT, because we want it to be the right multi-font. You know what? It's fine. I'll let the editors figure that out. Okay. Let's see. We implemented it, which was just released today. And a few minutes later, we had a fun GUI to work with. Oh. Okay. Something that I also need to implement into FancyGist is being able to paste images. You cannot do that yet. I should make an issue for it, but that is what the link to the gists page is for, so that I can click this and paste it in the image on this end. Okay, let's see. I made a screenshot at one point, and let me go, and oh, I didn't mean to go here. It's okay. 1 second. I am going to pull up my screenshot that I took that I want to use for that. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Updating the gist with my image, going back to fancy gist, refreshing the page. Theoretically, it looks good. We're gonna find out when I share my screen. Hey, look at that. Nice. Okay, so now the image is in there. Perfect. Okay. I always want to type voila with the accent, like the little A accent, but it's faster for me to just copy it. Capabilities. This is where they're gonna want to. I know that they will want me to be salesy. I'm gonna use this tool again. Oh wait, I added a Control L that clears it and starts it over command. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, what did this use? Plan mode, autopilot mode. It was multi-model. Let's see. GitHub MCP server. I should probably have some bullet points on the GitHub MCP server. Copilot SDK. No, okay. I'll start with that. I don't know how I feel, but I want to figure out how to make this sound a little less pitchy, but at the same time, this is just where we're at. Let's see. Small but mighty. In the CLI, we used some really cool tools all together. Plan mode, autopilot mode. Okay, and then I'm sure I have docs for that. Copilot, CLI plan mode. Cool. Okay, I don't need the changelog for this. I want docs. Docs. Oh my word, this is so long. Let me just scroll. Oh, I see. It was not supposed to be that long. Copilot CLI's repo. No, I just want plan mode. Okay. Docs. Delegate task. Where's plan mode? Oh my word. What? This is not a good product feedback. Let's see. Custom instructions, MCP service, custom agents, I didn't use any of those. Probably could have, but that's okay. I'm actually going to copy this SDK link for later. Let's see, and then GitHub MCP. Let's see, installing. You know what? I'm actually going to put this getting started link later in the post. Let's see, configure, allowing tools. Da -ba -da -ba -da -ba -da. Here, let me say we used the allow all tools flag. Here, let me do. Get a new list there. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, look at that. It copied it so fast. Dang. Okay. Let's see. Turn all these into links. Okay. Oh my word. GitHub MCP server, let's go. Oh, it lets me do the wrapping brackets thing with not with backticks, but with square brackets and curly brackets. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh my word. Where is plan mode? Why is this so hard to find? Maybe it's just under using the GitHub CLI. Tips, use plan mode. Is that literally it? Is that all the docs we have on plan mode? No way. Let me just... I have a bone to pick, but that's okay. Okay, there's something. I don't love it, but it's something. Then autopilot mode. Okay, this is autopilot mode. Great. Cool. Okay. Let's see. If you'd like to build a project like this yourself, you can check out the docs for the GitHub Copilot CLI and also is it, yeah, okay. GitHub Copilot CLI and the GitHub Copilot SDK. Today. The emoji list generator is free and open source just for you. Bye! Okay. Okay, let's see. Blue's Frozen Banana, I love your username. Thank you so much for the sub. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick skim. Every week, GitHub team runs a stream called Rubber Duck Thursdays. Oh, I'm gonna link to the stream. Just so we can have that up there. I think we actually have a playlist for it. But I haven't been very good at adding to that playlist. Ooh. Yeah, no, our team's not very good at adding to that playlist, so I'm just going to share to the live page. People can figure it out, right? Oh wait, keep that. Okay. Okay, this week we built a very fun project together. And a lot of social media tweets and launches use see accounts hosting things like da 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 da. It's beautiful, we're coming up with the perfect. I want to improve the styles of code blocks. I don't know if you saw that. It's so small, but right there, it's like a little too wide. This label. I need to clean that up, but that's okay. Okay, starts project off. We ran plan mode using Cloud 4.6. We wrote. Let's see. Okay. I want to create an neighborhood where. Okay. Copilot asked me which clarifying questions, for example, on the tech stack and what libraries we should use. Shout out to Gabber in the chat for suggesting OpenTUI. From there, we had a fully thought out plan. That MD file, I'm going to make that. Better. Oh, and interesting. I think something is funky with the styles because there's a trailing space here, but not here. I wonder why. Debug later. We implemented a plan using Cloud Open 4.7, which was just released today, and a few minutes later, we had a fun little terminal you had to work with. This plan was small but mighty. Let's see how we use some really cool tools all together. D. Cool. All right. I got a draft. I'm sure it will be ripped apart, but I'm glad that we have that. Cool. I'm going to literally send this to my team right now so that we can get that shipped off. Let's see. Second. Is going to go into the official GitHub blog? I hope so. If you don't want me to tag you in it, let me know. But yeah, they asked me to write a blog post on the stream today for the GitHub blog. That also means it could take forever to publish. Yeah. You do want to tag? Great. Perfect. I'm glad. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see when that gets published, and then if they end up changing their mind, which I don't think they will, I'll put it on my own blog. But yeah, it should go up quickly. I'm trying to... Our blogs have been going out so slowly on the GitHub blog, and I don't want to like cause any hate or anything towards their team. Their team has the blog team has been reorging so much. There's just been a lot of reorgs in general. Live Laugh reorg that posts have taken forever to ship from my team, and I'm trying to show them like, hey, if you ask for a blog, I'll write a blog, but are you going to publish it? And this was me trying to flex that muscle a little bit. So we'll see if that worked. That being said, I did publish a blog on the GitHub blog yesterday. I wrote it so long ago. I literally wrote this blog in like February, building a personal organization command center with the GitHub Copilot CLI. I did not write that title. I had a much more fun title. But this engineer on our team made a really cool, she calls it an AI command center. I did not make this either, but it's fine. I did mostly the Q&A on like, who are you? What did you build? What does your project look like? How do you build it? That kind of stuff. I kept it like very, very techy. But anyway, her video is very cool on like what her app does and how she built it and everything. And I want this to be a series of like how folks at GitHub use AI, like practically speaking, but it took a while to get this one out. So one thing at a time. But now that we have this post written, I'm certain it'll be changed at least a little bit, but we'll see how fast we can go. Let's see. This post looks great. It's good to know. Da-ba-da-ba. Okay, they're going to see we'll see how fast we can get editing done. That could mean anything. Oh yes, I'm sorry. I meant to actually link that blog post that I just talked about. There it is. Blah. It's a cool video. Brittany is a really talented engineer, and she's a staff engineer now at GitHub. I think when I wrote this was pre-promotion. Did we update her title? Okay, we did. Thank goodness. It's been so long. But she uses like 11 labs for it to read out a summary of the tasks that she has to do, and she connected it with a bunch of different tech. Like there's something called Work IQ that Microsoft has that lets you connect everything to like Outlook and your calendar and stuff. And so she uses that for work stuff. She has like a Google, I don't know if it's an MCP server or some API to pull in from her tasks there and her emails there. And then she has a Notion task list that she pulls from. So she uses all the technologies to pull everything in, summarize everything with like, she built it with the CLI, and then I think she used the Copilot SDK for some of the parsing stuff, and then uses 11 labs to read it out to her. It's a very cool setup. It's like just enough of a heavy lift where I'm like, okay, I understand how this is done, but I have to like do the authentication thing. But her project is open source, and so if you wanted to use it yourself, it's pretty cool. I think that whole we are in the era of personal tools and AI stuff is neat. I like seeing people build custom tools that they're going to use. And honestly, that emoji list generator thing is a big part of that. Okay, well, I just realized what time it is. I have to wake up my children from their naps. But it was very fun seeing all of you. I'm not planning on streaming for the next couple weeks. Next 3 weeks. What a time to like set up vertical streaming and streaming to YouTube and to not do it for a little bit. But I'm going on a very much needed vacation where I'm speaking at a conference next week called Code Motion Madrid. And then we're going to be around Spain. It'll be very fun. And we'll be there through the first week of May. So you won't see me here. I'm still going to try to post on my YouTube from there, just like stuff. We'll see how that goes. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend and wonderful end to your April. Subscribe to my newsletter if you aren't. And if you are a subscriber here or on Patreon, here as in Twitch. Oh dang, cross-streaming. Anyway, if you are a subscriber on Twitch or on Patreon, you can get access to our wonderful Discord group full of people who will give you really good project ideas and nerd snipe you into oblivion. But anyway, oh, and last thing, if you have a feature that you really want on GitHub, tell me. Whether you DM me on social media, Blue Sky, Twitter, LinkedIn, Mastodon, any of those places, you respond anywhere, message me on Discord. We're literally going to try to implement everybody's ideas. I'm saying try and emphasizing try because it's a really hard thing to do and we only have so many resources. But we're working on it. Oh, and then giveaways. Yes, giveaways for my newsletter. Those are coming. I'm working on it. I think everybody who gave their address for my newsletter giveaways, I'm working out the logistics. I'm hoping everybody gets some. We're gonna do our best. And raffle winners will be getting an email from me very soon. I have to do some random number generation for the final few things before I start emailing out. Okay, cool. Well, that ends logistics. I hope you're all having a great time in your lives in general. But anyway, bye. See you in a few weeks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will enjoy the kids. They are so sleepy. Okay, I'm going to raid someone, which I don't think that works on YouTube, so we'll just see how this goes. But I'll see y'all later. Bye!